Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 24th of January. This is Flosstube 260. Good morning, Jonathan. Did y'all get any of that snow? Micah and them got so much snow. Oh my gosh, I intended to bring my iPad in here to show y'all. It's insane. The girls built snowmen on the beach. It's insane. They got so much snow there at Fort Walton Beach. So it was crazy to see how much snow. They made snow ice cream. They built snowmen on the beach. It's just been crazy. And then up at the property, which is about 45 minutes north of there, their pond is, I don't know, 15, 18 feet deep or something. And it's like frozen solid, it looks like. It's like crazy. So the weather has been nuts. We didn't have any cancellation or anything. One morning, we got some flurries. You could see that it was kind of stacked up against like the grass, where the grass meets places, but nothing stuck or anything like that. So we had school both days this week. It was nice. Brittany didn't feel good. She's been fighting a cough. She goes on vacation the next 2 weeks. So I'm hoping some good salt water and sea air can get her all cleared up and feeling better. One of our littles got sick yesterday, and we called her mom. She just wasn't looking good. She didn't have any fever, but she wasn't eating snack. And she's one of our good eaters. You know, you have those kids that are just good eaters and some are not good eaters. Like Catchy is not a good eater. He got those Gibson genes and he is not a good eater. He's just not a good eater. He'll eat he'll eat if you give him a piece of candy. But even that, I mean, he'll sometimes turn down candy even. I mean, he's just not a good eater. So, but Indy's a good eater. She usually eats her lunch. She usually eats her snack. She's a good eater. And she just wasn't eating her snack. She was sitting real still. She went to the restroom. She came back out. She said she didn't feel any better. So we called her mom. She came and picked her up. We sent her a picture of her. We're like, she just doesn't look good. Her color's a little off. And bless her heart, she got out to the big entry area at the church, heading out to the car, and just threw up everywhere. So she was not feeling good. So of course I came home and drank a ton of grape juice, because you know the old folks say, you know, if you drink some grape juice, that'll keep that stomach bug from latching on in your stomach. I don't know if it's true, but I will drink some grape juice just to try to, grape juice tastes good, and if it's worth a shot, right? It is worth a shot. And before I forget to say it, not this last week's charts, but the week before, I think from 258, I forgot to put notes in there. I just put the charts in the envelopes and sent them. So if you got those and there were no notes in there, I am so sorry. I don't ever do that. I don't know. I've been having some crazy days. So please forgive me if you got a chart that was just shoved in an envelope with no note or anything. I am so sorry. That was so rude. So I am so sorry if you got one of those. And I forgot to say it last week that I had done that. So good grief. And I'm filming super early this morning because I have in-service at school today. So I have to film real quick and then get to school. And y'all may hear Patty meowing at the door, but she wanted outside right before I started filming. So I let her outside, and now she's at the door meowing. She stayed out 45 seconds. So I'm not going to get her and let her in. She's just going to have to sit there and meow for a little bit. And before I forget, Diana had asked about the lipstick I had on last week. This is, I have on a different color of this. This is the color of this I had on last week. This is Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline. I love this. I especially love this because it stays put. I wear it, it stays on all day at school. And I drink my big water bottle full of water. I drink my Yeti full of coffee. I eat my lunch. And then I go run any errands or anything I have to do after school. And my lipstick is still on. I wear it. This is usually what I wear at church on Sunday. Because I have a fear of leaving lipstick on the chalice. That is a fear of mine. And I know they wipe the rim and they turn it and I see there's lipstick on there sometimes. And then some of my friends, I see them up there in front of me wiping their lipstick off before they go up there. Now listen, I am not going up there to Jesus with no lipstick on, okay? I'm not going up there to Jesus with no lipstick on. It's just not happening like that. And I know somebody out there is going to say, well, he made you with no lipstick on. Well, listen, he made me without self-brushing hair and self-brushing teeth, but I ain't going up to him like that either, okay? So it's just a little weirdness of mine. And I'm going to see if we can see what the name of this is here. It's number 65, and it is Seductress. Is that going to focus on that? There we go. Number 65, Seductress. And it is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. I probably grabbed it at Walmart or Walgreens or CVS or somewhere like that. I don't go anywhere too fancy. I am going to Ulta this afternoon to pick up a new lipstick, and I will let y'all know how that works out. But I have on a different color of this today. It's a little more peachy than this. I can't remember the name of it. But it's the same thing. Stays on all day. So it is fabulous. So Diana, I hope that helps and I hope you can find it because this don't play. I line my lips and put this on because the other thing is I am not new anymore. I know that's not a shocker to any of y'all. The other thing I cannot deal with is lipstick that starts bleeding up into those lines around my mouth. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. So this doesn't do that either. So hallelujah and amen. Oh my gosh. And Carol, before I forget, I did not get your Christmas card with the 22s. And so I can't find it if I did. And I even looked in I don't see it in my DMC places because I haven't done them since Christmas on my desk. I don't see it there either. So I'm going to double check everything one more time. But there's some weirdness going on in the mail right now because Patty sent me some stuff and sent Ann some stuff and sent, who else some stuff? Sent 3 of us some stuff on the same day. And our friend in Frisco, that's what it was, got hers first. No, Ann got hers first, and hers should have took the longest. She got hers first. And then I got mine next, and our friend in Frisco still hasn't got hers. Ann should have got hers last, because she's the furthest, right? And then our friend in Frisco should have got hers before I did, because she's north of me, but she still hasn't got hers. So there's some weirdness going on in the mail. So hopefully it'll come. But thank you so much for thinking of me and sending it. And I'm sure it will get here eventually at some point. And thank y'all for saying such sweet things about Catchy. We are very fond of him. And we do think he's terribly handsome. But, you know, we could be very, very prejudiced. We really could be. And Ann, have so much fun with your grandbaby this week. It is such a fun thing. It is. There is just nothing like it, and nothing prepares you for how much more fun even it is than your own kids. You think nothing could be more fun than your own kids, right? Nothing could be more fun than that. But it is because you don't have quite as much stress as when you had your own kids. This is just the fun part without any of the hard parts. So there is a little bit of sadness that you don't get to have them as much or all the time. But there isn't any of the hard parts either. So it's like getting to have your own kids. Oh, it's going to make me cry. Getting to have your own kids all over again, but only for the fun stuff. No homework, no, no having to deal with, behaviors or anything like that. None of that. Just the fun stuff. Catchy got to come home from school with me yesterday, and we rode his four-wheeler. And when I was doing question and comments, he rode his four-wheeler, and then we played in his kinetic sand, and then he had got too cold. By then he was too cold and he was ready to come in. So we had hot chocolate, and we played around in the house, and we did some brain breaks. And if y'all have, I don't know, maybe even elementary age kids would like that. Definitely pre-K age kids and kinder age kids like it. If you can go on YouTube and you can Google brain break, just like BRAIN, and there's all kinds of them. And you run in place and you duck and you duck and you punch things and you duck and you duck and you like jump and things. And so we did some brain breaks in the house, and there are bluey ones and minion ones and seasonal ones and things. So we did some of those in the house because it was a little chilly still outside, or he would have kept riding his four-wheeler, but his little hands had got cold. So he came in and had some hot chocolate and had some little mini cookies and all. And then he got tired and got up in my lap, and we watched Bluey a while. And then his mama got here, so, which is the reason that my thumbnail is not fixed. I broke it night before last, right before bed, so I didn't have time to fix it. And then I went to school yesterday, and then yesterday I got home with Catchy, and I was too busy playing with him to fool with it, so it's still broke. So sorry about that, y'all. It's still broke. But I did have another good stitching week, which makes me so happy. Just a great stitching week. This is, we'll start with my Maya Angelou, because she's the one I held in the cover photo. And this is by Salty Stitcher. It is our New Year's Stitch Along. It's the one I'm stitching for my grandma. You can get it as a hard copy chart from your LNS, or you can get it from her Etsy or her website as a PDF. It is gorgeous. Now she has a few beads on here. I didn't put beads on mine. I did just some satin stitches in here. But this week, after I finished my blue flower on this side over here, I went in and picked my peach color out, and then, which I will grab out that so you can see what color I picked. Christy, I should have sent her a picture of this, and I haven't yet. I just kind of graphed out and then filled in my grandma's name. And I'm gonna tell y'all, there is something so sweet about seeing her name again. You don't realize that, you never think about the fact you don't see their name anymore. You know, you used to see it on mail, and you'd see it on magazines and all kinds of things. Christmas cards, you'd send them Christmas cards. I mean, all kinds of birthday cards, you'd send them things. But after they're gone, you don't see their name anymore. So it was super sweet to stitch out her whole name. She didn't have a middle name, so I put her maiden name in as her middle. So after I finished this blue flower here, I started some of this side. So I went in and finished this side here, and then I came in and did her name, and then I started stitching down here, and of course ran out of wagon wheel, as is my wont, to always not realize I have not taken care of my business. And then I'm talking to Patty Penn, and of course I'm gonna use another color. I said, I'm just gonna use cocoa bean and finish it. And she said, no, you're not. Stop, I'm gonna send you some. Because Patty Penn is, she didn't realize when she decided to be my friend that I was just like a toddler of some sort, like an absolute toddler with an ADHD toddler. And she just really, I'm sure she wishes she could turn back the clock and just go, mission abort, mission abort. Houston, there's a problem. Turn back, don't look. There's danger in these waters. Beyond here, there be dragons. I mean, if she could do it all over again, I'm sure she'd be like, why? But so she said, I'm gonna send you some wagon wheel. Don't use the cocoa bean, but she's the best friend ever because I'm a goober. But anywho, so I got her stitched. So there is Neva, can you see her? Neva Marbury Coleman. And I loved seeing her name again. It's not showing up super good. It shows up super good when I'm looking at it. Maybe it backed up. Maybe it looks, oh yeah, maybe you can see it better here. There we go. I don't feel like I'm holding it straight. I feel like I'm holding it like a drunkard. Maybe I am. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's too early in the morning for me to be drunk unless I'm in NOLA. Which wouldn't be a bad thing, but, or in Mexico. But anywho, it may even be too early for that. Let me check the time. Oh, it's even too, it's too early for me to be drunk there even. Either of those two places. But I am loving this. I'm loving it. Now on this side, I will put the day she was, her birthday. I'll put the date she passed over here. And then I will finish my words. And then down here between these two, I will put her initials and my papa's initials and the date they married. And then it just in between all these, I will put the initials of the 6 kids. So they will all be on here and I will have this one finished for her. But she was Neva Marbury Coleman. This is also, this, her family, her mother's, let me think if I'm gonna get this right. I think her mother's sister, maybe if I'm gonna say this right. Her mother's sister was, her grandmother's sister was the branch of our family that joined the Mormon people when they came down through Nacogdoches and then went back up to Utah. That's where we are kin to some of the people in Utah through that. They were Pies, P-Y-E. But I love it. I love it. It is so gorgeous. And so if anybody wants to jump on and get this beauty, and like I said, it is fully licensed. Christy contacted the Maya Angelou Society and they gave her the go-ahead. So it is fully licensed to stitch it. She got permission. It's not copyright infringed or pirated or anything like that. But so I'm gonna put the date she's born here and the date she passed here. And then I'm going to put her and my papa's initials and the date they wed here. And then the kids' 6 initials will just be kind of scattered around in there. So that will be the one for my mama. So I am on the 3rd, right there. So I'm right there with my words. So I'm nearly halfway. Well, I guess that is halfway. I'm halfway with my words and I'm halfway with my flowers. So I'm super happy with that. I'm loving this color. The one I added is Sweet Potato. So all these are classic colorworks. This one's Sweet Potato. The brown is Wagon Wheel. I've got steamed broccoli. I've got queen bee. I've got chili pepper and deep blue sea. So that one has been the highlight of my week stitching because I loved charting out her name and getting it on there and getting to see it. That made me so happy. So that was my happy moment this week. And I just charted it on an old PDF that I had. I charted it on the side of it. And yes, I do have graph paper, but I saw the PDF on a clipboard first. So, of course, it was the absolute thing to use because there it was. Now, this is our the Nutcracker salve with Pam. It is by Twin Peaks Primitive. I am happy with my progress this week. I finished my soldier here and started on my clock. So as soon as I get him done, if I could finish my clock and get him done this week, I would be crazy happy because then I am a little bit over halfway. So that would make me like, yip, yip. But, well, I don't know. I don't have my word done. Well, my characters, I guess. But I got my big board and I hope all these guys will fit. Look, I'm gonna have to make me a bigger board. I sure am. Duty. Dang, they won't even fit on my big board. Well, y'all. Oh. Well, I should put the chart in with that. That's important. Yeah, y'all, these guys don't even fit in here. This one is just a little bit humongous. But we'll see if I leave that there. Maybe it'll hold her up a little bit. And we'll do this kind of wonky donkey on here and maybe you can see. I love this. I love it so much. I did mine on the gray Stormy Night Lugana instead of the tan because I wanted mine to feel like cold. So I got my soldier finished here. I got him all done this week. And he is so cute. And then I started on the clock. So last week I had done the star and the pudding, I think, and started on the Nutcracker, no, the soldier's head. I had his little head done. So this week I did his body and I started on the clock. So I think I can finish the clock this week. I don't think I would probably get more done with that than that, but if I did get that done, that would please me. If I got more than that done, it would be bonus. But he is just so handsome. But this piece is beautiful. This will be for Kimi. She danced her first Nutcracker this year, so I will finish this one for Kimi, and it will be for her. It'll go to Micah, but it'll eventually go to Kimi someday. But it will be for Mike and them to put out at Christmas. But I do love it. I did change her face a little bit. But I love all the elements in it are just gorgeous. I love the figgy pudding, the gingerbread cookies. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. Every little element is just perfect. That tree is just fabulous. So every little piece of this thing has been marvelous. And I have loved it. So super fun. And like I said, every little piece has been like a tiny little mini finish. And just, you're like, yay. Every time you finish one, it's just like a whoop whoop. So that is fun. I do like motif samplers and things like that. You do get this little like mini finish, a little mini hoorah every time you get that you have something like that, if you will. So that one was I love my progress on that one this week. And like I said, I got to keep my eye on the time. We're doing okay. We're doing fairly okay. Okay. Next. Okay. Next is my gorgeous We the People. Now I worked on We the People while we watched the last voyage of the, I say Demeter, but I think it's Demeter. But it was a little bit gory, but it was pretty good. I liked it. Of course, I love me a vampire movie. I'm rarely going to turn down a vampire movie unless it's an absolute slasher. I am a vampire girl. Usually a werewolf girl, never a zombie girl. Never a zombie girl. I have loved stitching on this. I have moved into my blue and white stars a little bit. I was kind of scared of it. Now, Patty has that good brain, okay? Patty has that really good brain like I don't have. Patty has the focus brain. I have like the frog of thought, It goes from here to here to here, squirrel, here to here to here to here, like this. Patty has the focus, and she's counting out. So Patty stitched all her stars. Like, for me, that is like, I would never, because let me tell you what would happen. The third star I stitch would be off, and then everyone after that would be too, okay? Never. I would never go there, ever. Never. So I'll show you how I do mine, because I ain't got that, okay? But this is by Salty Stitcher. This is by Christy. This is the one we're gonna finish up together at StitchCon. I love it. I love it. I love the colors. Of course, I'm also a Schoolhouse Rock girl. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union. Okay, yeah, I got the whole thing. My whole life, I've had the whole thing. I don't know why they don't still do Schoolhouse Rock, because conjunction, junction, watch your function. Okay, I got it all still. I still got it all. It works. I assume it works on everybody. Is there anybody that Schoolhouse Rock didn't work on? Because I'm going to tell you, my mama don't know which end is up. God love her. My mama, Alzheimer, even got Alzheimer, okay? She don't, they're supposed to remember things from a long time ago. My mama don't. She don't remember nothing. But I can get in the car and I can start in and, oh, well, hello, Ravens. Hello. Well, maybe that's why Patty won't me in. The Ravens out here, they big as she is. And they're right up here by the door. I can start singing something that I know she'll know. So like I can sing a hymn. I can, start into Amazing Grace. Or when the roll is called up yonder, that was Paul's favorite. And she knows that one. And, or even a song that was popular on the radio. And she'll start singing along with me. And so I've read that that's a different part of your brain. Music saves in a different part of your brain than other things, right? So I think they should teach kids things in song. I mean, I do our little ABCs in, we have a little, and I always say the word wrong, mnemonic, which sounds like demonic to me, but it's like an A, but inside that part of the A is a picture of an apple, right? So that when you see the A, you see the A as part of the apple. So you associate the A with the apple, not an A beside an apple. The A is the apple, right? It's together. So then we go, my name is A, and I say apple, apple. So we do this sign for, A, and then the sign for apple, right? So you're also using muscles, right? At the same time as you're singing and making the sounds, and you're seeing this, right? So it's just something I do with the kids. I got the little things off Amazon, but little cards. And so we just use those. But it's funny. It makes, I don't know. Like I said, so if any of y'all, if Schoolhouse Rock didn't work on y'all, if any of y'all remember watching Schoolhouse Rock, but y'all's brain don't remember your music, y'all tell me, because it really fascinates me. So anyway, back to topic here. There was another frog. Froggy thought, squirrel. This is our We the People. It's by Christy also, our saltwater stitcher. It is gorgeous. You can get the PDF off either one of her Etsy, or I think she has a website too. Or you can get the hard copy chart from your LNS. She gives it for over one stitching or for back stitch for the letters. So if you don't want to do over one, it is Ada friendly. You can back stitch, which is what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do for mine, even though mine is, I could have done mine over one, but I wanted to back stitch it. So this is how I'm doing mine, because I would stitch one and then I would come down and count and put my other star and then fill in some blue. And so I would do mine row at a time, right? So I do a row and then fill in some blue like this, because this way I could make sure I wasn't insanely off. And that is the only way it works for me, because I cannot trust my brain to be good like Patty's brain. But it is so beautiful. That blue is gorgeous. I love those stars. It's just so pretty. Maybe I'll be good and put some of my words on this week. But I am going to go ahead and put in some more of my stars because I love, love, love the way that's looking. So maybe I'll put in some more stars this week and put in some of my words this week and get that going. But I love stitching on this. And it's a good one for when you're watching a movie or something because you don't, you're not having to skip over too many, right? So I could, count down a couple of spaces, make sure I was right and do my star. Count down a couple of spaces, do a star. Count down a couple of spaces, do a star, like that. And then I could come back and fill in my blue. And so then I would immediately know before I went too far if I was off. So that worked out great for my weird brain. I think nowadays they call it neurodivergent. Whatever. It's just weird. It's just weird. It is what it is. It's been a word a long time. I've been having this weird brain a long time. It is what it is. I mean, dude, like I said, that's why I think I'm good with the 3-year-olds, okay? We got the same attention span. Don't be coming to me with no long, drawn out. Because let me tell you, I'm going to skip ahead. I even get in trouble at card making. When we go to card making, and Billy Nail, who does our cards, teaches our card making class, we go once a month, and she has like 3 cards, usually 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, 3 cards for us to do. But if she goes too long, I don't listen. My brain just turns off. And so then I'll just start it. And then I'll, of course, be doing something in the wrong order. And she'll say, well, if you had listened when I was giving the instructions. And so, we've been to church together for years. And it's not like she's like dissing me or anything because, I organized dinners for hundreds of people at church. She knows I can do things, but there are also things that I cannot do. And listen for very long is one of them. You got about, a few minutes. You got a few minutes with me and that's it. Unless it is changing. But if there is something sitting in front of me, like the pieces of that card, that's where my brain's going. My brain is going to all the shiny pieces of that card in front of me. And I have a very hard time listening to what she's saying. At church, I do okay because I take sermon notes. This is what saves me at church. I'm focusing on what is he taking, so I can take my notes, my blurb notes, all right? So this is so this saves me at church because I'm thinking, I'm listening because I need to write something down. I'm listening because I need to write something down. So that's how I save myself at church from just being, probably getting up and walking around or something, doing something absolutely heinous. But we the people, it's our Table 24 Sal. Love it. So much fun. Patty, quit being a crybaby. I'll let you in when I'm done. I see you. Y'all, she's fine, I swear. She don't think she's fine, she's fine. But I don't have time to stop and get litter in this morning because we're on a tight time frame. A real tight time frame. This is also on our Americana. Let me show you this before I forget because this is beautiful fabric. And I did tea-dye mine. Americana Confetti Stars from Fabric Flair. And they are so sweet. Patty just emailed them while we were sitting there at StitchCon. And they were like, she said, do you have anything like da-da-da-da-da? And they just like made it up while we were sitting there. And they said, oh, you mean something? What if it looks something like this? And sent it back to her. So they are super sweet and really try to get what try to get what you want. They also carry the 40 count Verdal, or however you say it, that Patty likes to stitch on, because she don't like the linen. She don't like the slubs. So if you don't like the little thick places in the linen, that bothers her. And you can pick out slubs, but it is time consuming. But she likes the 40 count, but the Verdal is an even weave. And they're one of the few places that carry it in a lot of different designs. So if you're looking for it, Fabric Flair carries the 40 count Verdal in a bunch of different patterns and stuff. So they do have all kinds of things and are super sweet about trying to get what you need. You got what I need. Okay, now where's my little board? Under here, because this one will be better on the little board. This is my, and you can see where I've got my threads going on here. I worked on this a little bit last night, and on these, my stitches are not perfect. I told y'all I'm having a hard time seeing this. Real hard time. This is my Jeannette Douglas from the Jingle Ball. Patty and I signed up for several things. She hasn't got to do very much of hers because, she was recovering from her back surgery. And so I did 2 of my Lindy Stitches stockings already. She hasn't done hers yet. But this is one I think I did that she didn't do. It's my Jeannette Douglas Specialty Stitches. And I am having a lot of fun with it. This tree is very hard for me to see because you're stitching kind of back up under where your last thing was. And so I am struggling with it, but it is very pretty. I should have had it finished this week, but I should have it finished this week for sure. I should have finished last week, but I should have it finished next week before y'all see me. I love it. It is fun. It's fun learning the new stitches. Her directions are fabulous. I mean, absolutely amazing directions, like insanely amazing. The diagrams, the directions, the arrows for which way to go. And so if you're ever anywhere and there's a class that she offers and you're not sure about it because you don't know if you can follow along, literally kindergarten level. I mean, she is telling you exactly, this. I mean, it is. She breaks it down literally step by step by step by step. It is so good. Her directions are just amazing. But it's not picking up you have 3 colors and all 3 colors of mine are in there. And I don't know that it's picking up all 3 colors right now, but that thing is so fun. It's just really hard. And I have not used y'all know I am not a good stitcher. This is like being a wife and a Christian for me. I am one, I'm not a good one, okay? I am a stitcher, I am not a good one. Because I know a lot of y'all have your lights set up with your magnifier on there, and I'm not that person. I'm too spazzy for that. So, I have my glasses on and I have a light on over here and I'm doing 17 things at one time and I'm playing Jeopardy and stitching, and this is just me. So yes, you could probably, if you would have your magnifying light, which I own, if you would have your magnifying light on and be looking through it and over a table and not being, having to look at Jeopardy or the big wheel or, at the same time, yes, this would probably be finished and be absolute perfection. But this is not my life. This is not my life, okay? This is not my life. Okay, guys, I'm probably going to have to kick it in overdrive here. And I think we're getting close. I think we're getting close. All right. Then, okay, my Santa's Night tree got some good attention because I got all my does that fit on there, sort of? It does fit on there, sort of. I got all my snow filled in. I got my 2 trees grew. I got my bird built, hatched and grew. I don't know. And I started on my sky. So all I have left is to finish my plaid and mainly put Santa and his reindeer up there. Santa and his reindeer, and finish my plaid. So I filled in all my snow, did my trees and my bird, and then started on my sky with my moon is up there. So this week I need to do my Santa and his reindeer at least. And that will probably be my focus this week, is to finish my sky and my Santa and the reindeer. That would make me happy if I could finish the sky and Santa and reindeer this week. But that little whole section right there with the snow and the trees and the cardinal is so cute. And then there's the little moon and some clouds. So cute. I just wish Patty was a crybaby. I really do. So that one has come along great. And Jonathan, thank you for being so worried about Catchy when the cats were fighting last week. Let me tell you, he gives them a wide berth. When they get to fighting, he is just staying well away from them. He ain't going nowhere near it. Also, I got out Lucy B. Moore this week and let her have some room, have a little bit of time. She is the one that I will do for my mom and dad and my sister and myself. Tons of people have done her. She is a big girl. Patty has finished her Lucy B. Moore. I have not. Patty is very good. She's a monogamous stitcher. And so she just tucks right in and gets busy. Not me. I'm all over the place. She's by Needlework Press. She is gorgeous. But I did do some more of my letters. I worked on it last night, just a few minutes. So I finished my H, I did my I and my J, and started on my K. And I did a little bit more of my zigzaggy border. So I worked on that K last night till I got tired, and then I was like, oh, gotta go to sleep. I'm doing Smyrna's instead of the eyelets. I usually love an eyelet stitch. I could not get these, I don't know, I could not get it going. I did them in Easter parade. I don't know what it is. I could not get it right. So I just quit and started doing the Smyrna's. And so now we seem to be doing okay. So whatever. But I love her. I love the red and white. I usually don't like them going back and forth. But this one's okay. This is gonna be okay. But she is so pretty. She really is so pretty. And I Really love her. So I cannot wait to have her done. So she got a little attention too. So Maya Angelou, We the People, Santa's Night Tree, Nutcracker, my Jeannette Douglas Specialty Stitches, Emma Lucy V. Moore. So I had 6 this week that got some attention. Then I got some Happy Mail from Patty real quick. And then I have some haul. So we'll do that real quick, and then I'll have to shut it down and run to school before I'm late. And, because, I hate to be late. I got this from Patty, I think Saturday. This is the one I'm telling you that something weird's going on in the mail. And Lori, I will be sending healing prayers your way. I hope everything goes okay. Patty always, like I said, she takes such good care of me. Here is a little, like a little freight check. A little tiny freight check. How cute is that? I always get an ugly bottle of freight check, but Patty has a beautiful bottle of freight check. This is the things I need to finish our, yeah, #joy. So she sent me all the things. So now I just have to get brave enough to do it. I just have to get brave enough to do it. Patty has lots of faith in me. Way more than I have in me. Let's just go there too. Oh my gosh, she says you can do it. I'm like, okay, I can do it. And this is another fascinating thing she sent. Damon does woodworking. Patty's Damon does woodworking, okay? But y'all, this is next level. For me, woodworking is, you like make a bookshelf or something. He hand turned this, and it's got a laying tool and a seam ripper. So it's got a laying tool on one side. And y'all, it is absolute perfection. I'm just like, holy moly. They both got them good brains, okay? Look at that. Yeah, so thank you, Damon. And there is, this is Claw's Farmhouse. Isn't that adorable? And I don't know if I can show these. Let me see. These are, one of these is by Hoop and Bobbin, and one of these is by Crafty Blue Bonnet. But I don't want to show them because I don't know. I'm going to say this. Go look up Crafty Blue Bonnet Designs, because this is just the season for snow, and it is stinking adorable. I think I can use this to cover up this so you can see the name of her business and go look it up. Crafty Blue Bonnet Designs. And then go look up, I'm gonna do this one this way. This is so cute. Because I'm not sure if they are, I want you to go look at their stuff to get it. So, y'all go look at that. So cute. So cute. So she sent me those. And then, look at this little floss holder. How cute is that? It's like, like plastic cut. How adorable is that? And then, and I don't know what this scans to, but y'all can find out. You can scan this with your phone. And I know it's reputable because it came from Patty, so it's not gonna steal all the money from you or take you to some ugly site or something. So that is adorable. So thank you so much, Patty. So I got that Happy Mail on Saturday. And then I got, I watched Christy, Saltwater Stitcher, And she had these in her haul. No, not her haul, in her whips. And so then I had to go get these. And then, of course, like I said, didn't realize I was out of wagon wheel before I ordered these and they came. I had never seen this. This is the Egret and the Dolphin by Jean Farish. And I nearly fainted. Look at that. It's a Jimmy Buffett line in it. It says, I searched the constellations for the tiny grains of sand where the song of the ocean meets a salty piece of land. And I don't know, is it picking up where you can see the designs in the dolphin and the egret? It makes me think of like Jim Shore, like quilt work in it. It is stunning, especially when I'm fixing to hold these colors up and you just gonna faint because these are the colors in it. Look at this. And try not to pass out because it is beyond beautiful. Look at that. So you know I had to, that one had to come to live with me. Now I'm sure it'll end up probably living with Micah because, you know, you live at the ocean, you get that one, right? And then this one also, ooh, I gotta hurry. Ooh, I really gotta hurry. Foxes Have Dens by Teresa Kogut. Foxes have dens and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. Matthew 8:20. It is gorgeous. These are the threads for it. So beautiful. Absolutely fallish. Now, shares for last week, the recipients, Gina Cates, 6110, Charge 57, Anita Phelps, 8663, and Elaine Conitzer, 851. This week, we're going to, I'm gonna write this really fast, use the word spring if you're interested in this one. And I'm probably forgetting some talk that I forgot. And use the word rabbit if you're interested in this one. It's in my own stash to stitch. I'm gonna stitch it someday. Use the word home if you're interested in this one. And just make sure you subscribe, like the video, and then comment with a keyword. And then on this one, use the word bluebird. Let me know if you have bluebirds. I love bluebirds. All right, y'all, I'm gonna jump off here and run to school. Y'all have a happy Friday, have a great weekend, and enjoy your stitching. Bye.